Hey, wonderful folks. I hope you all are doing great as usual. So, welcome, my friends and suggestions. Those who are watching live and those who will be watching this as a video later, please, I want, if you are watching live, it is very fruitful if you just put your questions down because we have a very special guest and who is very renowned person actually in this industry. So, before going further, this is technology. Oops.
Hi everyone, Devashmita will be right back.
Yeah. So this is technology. Technology always do something or the other thing. So, this is, I'll just introduce the special, very special guest and a very special friend of mine. Is her name is Geetha Krishnan. Okay, Geetha, right? Geetha, right? Your name.
Yeah.
So yes, Geetha Krishnan. She is holding a master degree in psychology, and she has a very good background. Okay, and certified in business analyst, and done her degree from the University of Central Florida, USA. And she is having a career, and very interestingly, she is a creative movement therapist and a certified yoga teacher and practitioner. None of this, she is a founder of Gratitude Leadership Training and Coaching Consultancy. She is an award winner of International Certified Speaker and International Bestseller co-author and creator of Gratitude Radio Show. So over to you, Krishna. Geetha, just let us just enlighten us with your knowledge. What is your mission, vision, and purpose of starting this new venture? What is the story behind it? Yeah, over to you.
Thank you so much, Devashmita, for inviting me here. And it's such an honor to be on your show. Truly grateful to you. Gratitude leadership itself, it's such a huge responsibility, I would take it as, because gratitude itself is such a small a word, but it has profound meaning. It is so huge. We can think of it in a way that the universe is so huge and we are just a speck. And there's nothing more that you can be grateful for. The universe can tell you so much more, because each and every step we start being grateful, you can just keep going on and on and on. So gratitude leadership, I started with a vision of how I can be more instrumental in helping people understand gratitude, what gratitude is all about, and how can they benefit by walking on the path of gratitude. It's not just on a today or tomorrow, or just during Thanksgiving, or just during Diwali, that you share gratitude, you talk to people and say that, I'm grateful, or donate a few clothes and we are done with it. But it's a regular practice, day to day, day in and day out, how we can be more instrumental. I started on this journey somewhere around 2015. Prior to that, it has been a very grateful or instrumental journey for me. It's so beautiful. But it's a regular practice. Is it okay? So each and every one of us, when we start thinking about what gratitude is all about, it's something very strange that we always think, why am I, going through so many difficulties? Why am I facing all these challenges? And again and again, I would say that let's go back to even right now when we are facing technological challenges. There are disturbances, there's a lot of noise on my side, but I'm still grateful that we are able to connect. We are able to share about what we know, whatever little we know. We may be flustered, we may be anxious, but even from that, even from these difficulties, we will get to learn so much more. And hindsight, when we reflect back, we'll say that, okay, you know what? Because of that, I learned something, and I'm grateful for that little learning that I got. right? So my journey started where I was conducting a workshop in an organization, and many people were, quite uncomfortable with the workshop scenario. They were all very tired and very restless. Though it was a very active, very energetic workshop, somehow I felt something was missing. And when I reached out to them, they, after a lot of prodding and after a lot of deliberations, I got to understand that something was not right. And I was told that many of them had received, the pink slip. So they were not so much into the session. And I started wondering, why is it, many a times we face challenges and immediately we go on a downward slope. So I started researching and found out that even if we go on that downward slope, we can still get a lot of learning. And gratitude helped me identify that. And that was the main reason why I started off on the journey of gratitude leadership, making it possible for whomsoever I interact with, let it be in corporate, in colleges, and with students, with my clients, one-on-one coaching or counseling. Gratitude has been a very basic step that we start off with and continue holding on to it. And that has created immense, I cannot stress enough, amazing changes in everyone's lives. So that's my vision. And my mission is to reach out to at least a minimum of 30 million women by 2030. So it's audacious, it's amazing. I'm just working towards it and seeing to it in my own small way how I can reach this beautiful goal. Thank you so much for asking, Devashmita.
I should always remember. Can you hear me now?
We cannot hear you. Yeah.
It is such an empowering to hear your story, that how you are empowering 30 million people means you are thought of, because the mission is so high. It is can be achievable because if we all work together.
Exactly.
The way we are working, we are making the people gratitude in the core. Our intention is to make people happy, right? The smile which we are carrying is very much important for you to hold as a female, because many women are getting this, okay, but the gratitude they don't know, right? They are into struggling in their own path. Many of them are losing their husband at a very young age. Many of them are struggling with the choice when they are separation. They are going through this, but there is a happiness behind it. I can understand those who are losing their husband at a very young age. Recently, my sister-in-law's elder brother, he lost him. Okay, because then he survived with a young. Means the thing is sister-in-law. Means my sister-in-law's sister-in-law.
Okay.
So yeah, I can understand that pain. Right now, if they are going to you, yeah, as a coach, you can help them to make them gratitude, because the gratitude they have lost, right? She has already lost her husband at a very young age. So you can understand, right, that she doesn't have that feeling of saying thankful. What she will be thankful for? That
Right.
I lost my husband.
Very true.
Right? No, she lost the smile. Yeah. That smile, we can bring it out through the process. We all 400 billion women are coming to you with their problem,
Very,
right?
very true. Thank you so
So
much for sharing that, Devashmita, because you're so right. And many times we start like I was counseling a client of mine, and she had just had she had been through a very difficult divorce process, and the person was very abusive, and she had to come out of it. And at that point, she felt that I don't have anything to be grateful for, as you rightly said. But at that point, when we start going back, when we start writing, we write gratitude journal. You write that I'm grateful for. And nothing comes to my mind. What do I write? And I asked her to write, you have a child. So be grateful for that child. You have a home. Be grateful for that home, because at least you have a roof over your head, and you're able to take care of your child. Maybe you don't have some work right now, or maybe you're in the process of finding work. Be grateful for that opportunity that might come across to you, which will give you that opening. So it's always said that God, or if he closes one door, he opens another, or even if a small ray of light, or even if a small window, a portion. And that, if we start being grateful for even that small, um, trickle of, happiness, that's all we need, to hold on to. So these are like, I'll share my own experience. Is I lost my father when I was 3 years old, and my mother was just in the similar situation as we shared. She was by herself. Of course, she had, so what would she be grateful for? So she was grateful for the two of us, me and my sister. She was grateful for her immediate family, mother's side family, who were there to support her. My uncle, my aunt, every one of them were there to support her, and she could go back to work, and she got the opportunity to work in my father's organization where he was working. So these are small things that, collectively today, in hindsight, she reflects back, and she sees us settled, and that's the the blessing, isn't it? But at that point, what she went through, only she would know, right? So what you shared about your sister-in-law is what she's going through. Only she would be able to understand. When I've lost my husband, how am I going to go further? What is it that I'm going to do? When during COVID times, there were so many such scenarios, cases where we had to interact with counsel and make people understand. And I'll again reiterate that gratitude is something which is so powerful that it will help you come out of any deep hole that you are in. Sometimes we go right inside, inside we go so deep. How are we going to come out of it? So gratitude can be that lever, can be that rope, which is, either you take it by yourself, or you take somebody's help, like somebody like me or yourself, to, help them pull out with that, holding on to that tight rope and coming out slowly, one step at a time. But it is possible. It's absolutely possible, because gratitude helps us to stay in that, in the positive environment. It brings in that resilience. It helps you to understand and foster that resilience in the most beautiful way that nothing else can. So I'm so grateful to you for sharing that story. Thank you so much.
Yeah, actually, she is going through this. And when you are talking about this horrible situation, I lost my uncle, who was also in his 46 or 47 years that time. The same thing, because he left with two children. One was 4 and another was 8 years. And he's my own uncle. So we can understand that pain. Now again, the similar pain has come. Then he was only 49. Because the 40 age, because why we are talking about gratitude, why this they are having these stresses within them, which they are not open to share. And that is the reason massive heart attacks are going on. So in this case, yeah, I would suggest those who are into stress, please feel free to connect, because where you have started writing your gratitude, or you are talking about your what exactly is disturbing you, it will help you to grow in your future. Ultimately, is you are here for yourself. Is people are coming and going. Whatever we are seeing in our own life, right? In my 41 years, I saw so many people are leaving from my life, from my sister-in-law's life, right at this moment, right? She is also into her trauma. Her cousin, elder brother, she lost. And he was one of the family part also.
Okay.
So He can't say that a cousin, but it is more than his own brother.
True.
So, like that way the bond was. Okay, the time she got married to our family, he was like the bullying person, not bullying person, means he was the person to attend all the rituals of our family caste. Whenever she requires a family person, he is there behind her. So, as you know, there are a lot of rituals after marriage and everything.
Right.
So every family matters. He was the person. Now he's no more, and she is upset. So, but still we are there, right? Because we are as her in-laws, but we are
Support,
like
yes.
her own.
Correct.
After marriage, it comes, right?
True.
So now let's move on to the certain questions which will help the company corporate people to understand more about this. Because you are here, so it will be easy for me to interact with you and the questions. And I know that whatever you will give the value, it will be more fruitful to other people to take it forward, right?
Sure.
So first question is, how can cultivate a culture of gratitude in workplace improve team collaboration and overall productivity?
Okay, so first and foremost, when we look at gratitude itself, it is such a powerful emotion, isn't it? It is the moment you feel, say, for example, if I am telling you, Devoshmita, I'm so grateful to you for bringing me here and helping me share my journey, my passion, my vision. You feel that energy coming through, right? If you share your gratitude to your mother, just tell her that so grateful to you for making my life so beautiful. Or even a simple thing as moment you go back home and you're tired and you just sit down, you have a bad headache, right? 90% of us have been through this. So mom comes over and she's like, gives you a hard cup of coffee or nice adrak chai, and you're like, oh my God, this is like amrit to me right now. I'm so grateful to you. Just mentioning, even thinking about it, just looking at her and giving that from your face, the moment you thank or you share that gratitude, right from your heart, don't you feel that it changes the whole atmosphere, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
That is the power of gratitude. And the same thing, even in organizations, it's people, isn't it? It's us, right? When we talk about corporate, we think that everybody is tight-lipped and hard-nosed and, yes, we do wear a jacket and we do stand up tall and talk, but yet still we are people. We are people with feelings. We are people with a heart, and fostering a kind of positive work environment, encouraging collaboration, teamwork, interacting, appreciating each other. That's the most important thing, which I think many organizations do lack, is genuine appreciation. Right? So when a team member is sharing, doing something amazing, just saying, hey, you did a good job, and saying that you did an amazing job on this particular work, and it has really helped all the team members grow phenomenally. Doesn't that make a difference as opposed to you did a
Exactly.
good job?
Yes, exactly. The words are important.
Exactly. And from the feeling, from where you're coming from, identifying this is a job work that has helped me help the team grow better. Each and everyone sharing that on a regular basis, appreciating each other for their works. So 90% of the time, what happens is we tend to identify somebody or something when it goes wrong. Oh, you did this, this is not the right way to do. And attention goes there, right? So moment when we do something wrong, you automatically feel that, oh, wow, the fear, the all the negative emotions come. Sometimes if somebody else is being appreciated in front of us, you feel, oh, he's being appreciated, I am not being appreciated, right? So that jealousy. So all these negative emotions, they come further as opposed to the positive emotions. And gratitude, appreciation, all these are positive emotions which will actually foster, which will actually create that kind of an energy when you're working amongst each other. So the more you create gratitude leadership kind of a culture in an organization, not only the individual person, but it's just a no-brainer, everybody grows. So like if one person, say, the other day we did a session on atomic habits,
Yes, exactly.
and 1%, 37% increase, right? So if each person can grow 1% every day, this 37% increase at a later stage. So what will happen when 10 people grow 1%, right?
Absolutely.
The appreciation and this 37% increase in each person over a period of time. That is the compounding effect. That is the multitude, 10x, which I'm talking about is today, if you are appreciative of your subordinate, of your team member, of your bosses, of whomsoever it may be, the whole organization comes closer, appreciating each other. I don't say fluff. What I'm saying is genuine appreciation, genuinely sharing your thoughts with the person. If something is wrong, yes, you have to let the person know, but at the same time, there is a way of doing that. So appreciation, it goes a very long way, and that is what cultivating gratitude leadership in organizations will really help, and I definitely can help you do that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you. There's the appreciation is something when you just appreciate someone's work. If the person is giving you the wrong information, not wrong information, but if the person is trying to give some, not trying, there is no word called try, there is do or do not by you. So, but if somebody is giving you some suggestions, if it is working, it's fine. And if it is not working, say thank you also to that person because they are using their thinking to
Right.
help you to grow your organization. Ultimately, if you thank that person, that is you are thanking to the universe. So this is what when today I want to share one incident. Okay, this happened. I was thinking which organization I was just planning to give a certain amount of donation. Okay, I am personally working because this channel where is supporting spinal muscular atrophy patient. Okay, these people needs 1 crore rupees for one injection, which is important in 1 year because otherwise they die. Okay, many children are losing their life, and all our best international bestsellers. They are all authors. They are all at the age of 12, 16. They are the young entrepreneurs. Okay, yeah, and yeah, so this channel is dedicated to them. I'm giving them certain amount. Okay, because that's the reason I am planning to because when the child prodigy is there, why not to give them to explore their own world? So that is my thought processes. Now, when yesterday I was thinking what to do, today morning I got a message. Let's see this guy again, a 40s person who was working in one of my friends' society was working, and he died because of certain this heart attack. Okay, and what happened? This person once died. She was just messaging me, "Can you just help?" So I thank universe that you are giving me a chance to help that person, family. Okay, because recently I lost because as you know, right, in Indian culture, we either we donate or we do pujas, right? So or we go to the whoever is following the church, the answer the church.
Right.
So this way we do the rituals, right? I was thinking what to do. This came, and I was not expecting that the life will go to hell, right? But anyways, that is other way. But God knows, right, when to take whom, because we are all the puppets in the hands of the God. So whenever he feel like he take away the rope, chalo, this is the time for you to go. We don't even know. But if you are gratitude means if you are thankful for even in the last breath of your death also, thank you that you are taking me up. Okay, my time is up. You are also taking the world, right? So gratitude is very important. The way she has explained, Geetha has given her views, it really excites more. Yes, the productivity you can see. If you say thank you to one person also who is cleaning your this workplace area, if you go and thank that person also, this gratitude will go in 3x or in 5x. So practice this because she is genius in this because she is doing this. That's the reason we are having her on the platform. How important this gratitude is. So smile also a gratitude, a sense of smile, right? Body language. So if you say thank you even to a yesterday also I found that I was not getting the change of 500 bucks. Okay, I asked the auto driver to wait, and when I just gave him the change, he told me thank you. Right? He also did something to the universe. He knows that is if I be a fraud person, I shouldn't have given him the money. I should have run away. But his karma is so much good that and his trust is so much good that he has got the money and not only got the money, he thanks. This is his with a beautiful smile. And this is a ripple effect. You can see, and the way you are talking is really going to bring a company, a corporate company specifically 10x values. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So next question to you, Geetha, is the thing is as much as I'm talking to you, I'm learning many things, valuable things. So next question to you is what specific strategies can you use to foster resilience and positivity within your team during challenging time?
Okay, so when we talk about the team, right? I was just telling you that appreciating each other. So we can have team events, even during meetings, giving them the responsibility of sharing their, what they want to, and giving them the right support, right? So as a manager or maybe as a team member, listening, many times we tend to hear, okay, yeah. But are we paying attention? That is also a form of appreciation. So paying attention to what your team member, your subordinate, or your fellow colleague is sharing, 90% of the time we tend to start thinking, what am I going to talk about? As opposed to listening and responding to what the person is saying. And that is a huge, deterrent in a way, I would say, to the growth of the team or the company, because many times we let go of the small happiness that the person might enjoy. The team member may have put in a lot of efforts and he's sharing with all his heart, I did this particular project in this particular way. And everybody is maybe on the phone or thinking about what am I going to speak next, working through their agenda. So these are certain things which we can avoid when we are in a team setup. Emphasizing on work-life balance and self-care. Health is very important, even as an organization, taking care of health, creating health benefits for the organization, creating strategies, how to go about doing it. And there are a lot of tools which I use when I'm creating the gratitude leadership culture in organizations, which really emphasizes on how gratitude can be instrumental in working through it. So these are some ways, even encouraging open communication, creating a kind of a valuable support system, having a specific team times. Many times we tend to have the water filter times, so instead actually creating that kind of open communication time slots where they can interact and have some fun Fridays, which happen in organizations any which way. But there are a lot of other things also, especially when we talk of teams and when we talk of the hierarchy from the top to bottom, how the communication happens is something that need to be stressed more. Thank you.
Yes, interesting. Now, my what exactly I learned from this is listening and hear how it is differentiated because people hear, they don't listen. So when you are listening, because this is a very good thing which you have, if you listen properly, you can respond to it. And the time we are hearing, we are hear it because both thing, we have 2 ears. One to hear, one to take it out.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And when
And
you
also
listen,
2 ears because you need to hear more, listen more, and
yeah,
speak less, so have less,
yeah,
just the one
yes,
mouth. Yeah, yeah.
yes. As much as we are absorbing the words, whereas when we are listening, they have a different words format. Okay, like uh, as as I have already did my NLP and hypnosis, so this comes in my mind when we say certain words like I have to, I used to, uh, miss, this is my project and I have to do it.
Yeah.
When we speak like this, when we are listening to them, there is a pain in that word,
Yes.
right? Then immediately we have to, not we have to take a pause, and if we listen to them,
Correct.
there's pause and listening and breathe. Three things if we are doing, then they also feel comfortable, they also feel empathetic, and they also feel yes.
Very
There is something they are listening because this word comes very interestingly here and listening. Because I grabbed this word and I love the way Geetha has explained this. Seriously, people here, there is no time for listening. So again, yeah, network issues are happening, but we are still don't
we're
lose our
grateful.
health.
We are grateful. We are still
Yeah,
grateful.
we are
Yes.
grateful. Yes, whatever happens, happens for good. But the fact is, but still, whatever is happening, this now we are grateful. It's 12 or 12 means the grateful time. Also to the universe. Thanks, universe, for giving us the opportunity at least to take the interview and going in a smooth way. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, yes, now I'm going to your next question because as much as we will be discussing, we will be getting more and more insights because I'm loving the discussion which we are having today. Because when we meet, we don't have this discussion time as well because there are lots to learn and lots to give to the world, right? So, next question is, how does practicing gratitude regularly influence your personal growth and professional development?
That is the best question for the day.
Well,
So basically, when we talk about organization, as we were sharing, is lead by example, right? So we need to demonstrate, that yes, gratitude has created a lot of changes in my lives, and implementing it on a day-to-day basis definitely makes it worthwhile, makes, you can actually create monumental changes in your lives, right? So it's very essential when we talk about when it comes to personal growth, doing everything on a daily basis. Now, as we were talking about, you just mentioned about a person may be doing something and they would say that, that I have to do this, that thing. So there's a vast difference between I have to do and I want to do, right? There's so much of a difference. Oh, I have to do this. I have to go to work tomorrow morning, right? Monday blues, and oh, I would rather be at home, or I would rather go, on a fun trip, but I have to go to work. Yeah, that's typical tone. Even with youngsters, you would hear that. But things are changing now. So many organizations are very supportive, and they bring in philanthropic activities, and like right now you mentioned about you wanted to donate, and that the moment you want to give something to somebody, automatically you receive more. Don't you feel that when you give something to somebody who is not able to enjoy that, and without unknowingly you get more happiness by giving that? Just the same way, gratitude, you receive more when you give. It's as simple as that. No, it's absolutely as simple as that. So you share your gratitude with somebody. I have this beautiful bird feeder at my place, and I love gardening. So I do a lot of gardening, a lot of plants. I have the jamun tree, I have the mango tree, and everything in my patio, in my veranda. And so I love to spend time with them, and I share, I talk with them. And I have this bird feeder. So the birds, sparrows, and all these beautiful birds, they come and they chirp. It's so amazing just to enjoy nature, just right in your veranda, in your backyard, or in just sit there, have a cup of tea, and look at them and enjoy nature in the mountains right beyond you. So I'm so grateful for these small moments. So giving that little birdie a small, feed in the feeder, they come and pick those grains. Just giving that gives me more happiness. it, so that is what I'm trying to share with you, is developing that emotional intelligence, developing that humility inside of ourselves, understanding that giving is helping you receive 10x times. So even in an organizational level, when you are supporting somebody, there is a team member who is having a lot of difficulties at home and is unable to finish the work on time. You give that support to that person and say that, don't worry, I'm there for you. Even if for moral support, you don't even need, the person is going through a difficult challenge, maybe a divorce, maybe a scenario at home, or a change of job, or whatever it may be, your friend, and you are sharing that support. All they need is that shoulder. And if you can give that, the person will be so grateful to you, and you feel all the more, wonderful that you have given that support, and you are grateful to that person for sharing that trust in the person. So everything comes down to individual. How can you create a personal growth for yourself? And that would lead to a professional growth. And gratitude is and can be instrumental in doing that. So your answering to your question is every day fostering that, like a simple thing as brushing our teeth. So if we don't brush our teeth every day, what's going to happen? Maybe I may not sit next to
Briefly.
Devoshika.
Yeah.
So I would rather, what, I'll stay away from you for a bit. So it's as simple as so doing it on a day-to-day basis, just like exercising. Everybody wants nice big muscles. Yeah. So you need to put in efforts, right? So we need to exercise at least 4 times a day, 4 times a week, and maybe every day a week, one rest day in between, maybe. But that's when you get those muscles. So gratitude is also a muscle which we need to build. So you do it on a daily basis. So I do the gratitude leadership, gratitude writing challenge for my participants. And so these are some strategies which really help you to create that kind of a habit, 21 days habit, 40 days habit, slowly and steadily. It becomes a daily thing. I started writing one gratitude a day, and then it became two, and then three. And then now I write around 100 to 200 gratitudes a day, or maybe every breath, I'm grateful. Every time I breathe, I'm grateful for the fresh air that I'm able to take in, because I'm able to take in that fresh air today. I may not be able to take it in tomorrow. There's so much pollution. Even today, many times we have to wear a mask in the traffic, especially where I live in Mumbai. It's too much of traffic. So even for that fresh air, we need to go up the mountains these days, right? So everything we can be grateful for. And that is essential for us, every one of us, to start doing, if possible. If not today, right? If not tomorrow, right now.
Yes, we are grateful for everything. The gratitude, the way you have spoke, I have heard about one thing, that is when we are just We are just getting alive and we are dead. They are dying every time because the breath which is going down is going, right? We are dead. Again, when we are breathing, this is the new breath. That
Yes.
is new birth, new death. Means we are dying in every minute, every seconds. So if we are saying that breath also, thank you that you have at
Mm.
least saved my life for a few minutes or for a few seconds. That also a gratitude. Gratitude is like that. As much as we are grateful to the universe and to ourselves also, gratitude doesn't mean to be grateful to the others. Yes, you should be, but
Yes.
thanks to yourself because people forget to thank themselves.
Very true.
Because, yeah, and the problem is, no, if we are not reflecting on ourselves, self care and self, if you say thank you to yourself that I am doing this, I am having this, because once you are accepting it, you can do wonders.
Very true. Absolutely.
Eh,
And
yeah,
more, and let us all appreciate ourselves today. Just
yeah,
give a
yes,
tap to yourself.
yeah,
That
yes,
we are all awesome people, and then especially entrepreneurs, individual, self-employed people. They may be working solo entrepreneurs. They don't have many support systems to reach out to, and many times they have to appreciate themselves. So self-appreciation is, I always say that it's not selfish. It's not that you take care of yourself, you think about yourself is selfish. It is self-ish. So you are taking care of yourself first
right,
so that you
yes,
can take care of others better. You wear your
abs-
life mask first.
mm.
Even on the airplane, they say that wear this first,
Yeah,
right? And
yes,
then uh, take care
put
of
that.
others. So let's do that. Let's be grateful for ourselves first. As Devashmita rightly said, it's important that we take care of ourselves first and appreciate whatever we do, especially mothers at home, homemakers, every one of us, we're all putting in so much efforts, right? Especially women. If you see that 61% of women are working, but financially, in that cup, it's not said that, even not even 1 to 2% women are actually in the earning, or rather financial structure parameters. So, but everybody is working. Women are working more than men, I would say, but they don't get that kind of a recognition, or especially homemakers. They don't get the recognition. I mean, we cannot argue on that point at all. 90% of women working at home don't get recognition, and genuinely request everybody to appreciate them, even children. Go home and appreciate your mom for whatever they are doing. Is whatever they may be doing, so many things, but even one small thing, if you can appreciate, no, it would be so wonderful. I learned it the hard way. Like, my mom used to do so much for us, and we used to take it for granted. I think many of us do. As youngsters, we used to take it for granted. There was one auntie, one lady, one of my friend's mothers, and she once, I think, I wanted to buy pens or something, and I just told her that my mom will get it on her way back home. And she was like, "Why can't you go and get it? You're not a kid. Why do you want your mom to go and get it?" And that really started me thinking, yeah, right. Why should I expect my mom to get it for me? And I told my mom that I'll take it, I'll get it. And then I remember she mentioned to me that, oh, that would be so good, because I'm having a very bad headache, and I had to, stop down and pick that stuff up. So I was thinking of walking back home instead of taking a auto, or a bus or whatever. And I realized at that moment that they take so much efforts for us, and um, we don't show that gratitude. And from then on, it has really been something that I always remember. And after I became mother, and when I went through the whole thing, it's like completing the whole circle. I realized that, yes, it's very important that we appreciate even the smallest of things. The biggest of things, you tend to say, yeah, you did this for me, but the smallest of things, if we can appreciate and we can be grateful for, tomorrow, if the person is not around us, that time you will feel that, oh, I missed that, I couldn't do that, I didn't do that. So take that opportunity, and whomsoever it may be, if somebody who's done a little small thing for you, please go ahead and appreciate and let that person know. Be grateful for the cup of tea that they made for you, or maybe took you for a walk, or whatever smallest things that they may have done for you. Appreciate them. And that will definitely be a game changer.
Really interesting. Yeah. And today, the gratitude, when we are talking about gratitude, lots of things are coming because Ganpati is nearby. Those who are from Maharashtra. And yes, so Ganpati is someone where the gratitude comes. Yes, my first love is Ganpati. So when I just visualize him,
Yeah.
that gratitude always comes because I can't serve directly Ganpati, but I can serve people through Ganpati.
True.
So when this comes and when you are doing with a smile, that gratitude becomes more, means 10x to 1000x. Because you can see the size of his stomach, then you can see the size, as you are helping, he is smiling. I can visualize that. And that smiling thing brings you a lot in your life because people need a simple thank you and a smile. If you just passing by also with someone, just a smile, and that person will also say thank you because maybe that person is in a tense mind or stressed. Yeah, that person cannot be feeling so open to talk to you. But if you are smiling, can give that, yeah, change their mindset. Yeah, you can unmute.
That is the door opener, isn't it? Immediately, they will
Yeah.
just connect with you. And yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
many. Ganpati is Vignaharta, and any obstacles, he's the first person. You pray to him, and all the obstacles are
Yeah.
driven off. So there are so many stories of Ganpati, and I remember
Yeah.
one such story where he was invited by Kubera for lunch, and he kept eating, and actually vanquished all of Kubera's fortunes. And then finally, when Kubera said, what else can I offer? And so he just asked him to offer the drop with the tulsi patta, just a little bit of water and the tulsi patta, and Ganpati's um, hunger was satiated. So it's how you offer. It's the humility and the gratitude that you offer to Lord Ganesha is what matters. Even if you just offer something really small, doesn't matter. Even anybody with all the love and affection, if you offer to Lord Ganesha, he'll be the most happiest. And that is what gratitude is all about. From when you're interacting with a person, see your God in that person, see universe in that person, and do it with so much love and affection, appreciating, creating, appreciation and compassion. That if we can carry with ourselves, especially in an organizational setup, and a person puts in so much effort with all the familial responsibilities and traveling and going to work and coming back, we may think that, oh, that's his job, right? But yes, but at the same time, he or she is putting in so much efforts with genuine interest. It wouldn't harm us to appreciate the person in that same genuinity, isn't it? So encouraging empathy, understanding, and open communication, all these things help us to decrease conflicts, decrease stress in an organizational setup. And corporates need to realize that. Many times we tend to not pay attention to these things, so promoting constructive feedback, uh, even disagreements can be respectful disagreements. You don't have to say, no, this is not done. Or I've heard of scenarios where this manager who shouts out from his office, hey, you did this mistake, so everybody is looking at the person, and everybody is like pointing out, oh, this person has done some mistake. Everybody comes to it. What happens to that person who's on the receiving side of that particular comment, right? So many times what happens is water coolers, they stand and discuss such things and how to get out of such organizations rather than how to grow in the organization. How can I be more instrumental in creating something different? So what kind of culture are we fostering in the organization? No? So even with disagreements, how to put it across? How do we communicate? All these things really help, and creating a gratitude leadership culture in the organization will definitely create monumental. I mean, I'm reiterating that, but going from 2x to 10x and 1000x, as you rightly stated, is definitely possible if we can create an understanding, appreciative, gratitude leadership culture in every organization. I really wish that happens.
Yes, surely. Because what exactly comes when I was listening to you, if you see a small child, they don't think too much. They will come and say thank you in every aspect, whatever you small things you give to a child. Even if you are giving time also, that is they are grateful. Now we are all becoming, yesterday we are discussing, right, artificial intelligence. Now artificial intelligence is something that has no emotions. But the time the robots start getting that emotion, the human will not exist because yes, if the emotions, the empathy which we are having, if we are going back to our childhood days,
Very
because we are now becoming very much mechanical, our competition now starts with the robots. This you that robots are eating our job. HR job is going because of robots,
right.
and this artificial intelligence. Content writers' jobs are going because of this artificial intelligence. All the things are going because of this artificial intelligence has come. But don't scare it. There is a way. If
Yeah.
artificial intelligence doesn't know how to write gratitude journaling, this
I
is
tell,
the way.
yes, you have to do it physically. And I encourage all my participants to write it physically, and we
Hmm.
follow up and we, keep a tab and structure it for certain period, and where you started and where you ended. Everything is monitored and the case studies are prepared. So absolutely right. You cannot write somebody else's gratitude. Uh,
Right, exactly. Because
Right,
you have
right.
been into certain incident. Suppose you are sitting in a sea beach, because we are all from Mumbai, so basically we know Arabian Sea. So when we are sitting on the sea beach and enjoying our own loneliness and self-talk, which is very important when we are with ourselves,
Right.
means sometimes we need our own space, me time. So when we are doing that time only, we can write the gratitude journaling. That is what I do. So
Right.
I write my gratitude journaling that time, that what exactly I'm receiving from universe, and how I'm giving them. Because when I see my list of giving and receiving is more than giving.
Right.
But yeah, but you can understand that what you give, 10x you are receiving it. Because don't think that why I'm giving this, why I'm supporting that person. Because that you are coming because God selected you. So
Right.
thank God for this selecting me. So, or if you write this, it will entirely change her life, and you will becoming a more better. That is what I understood with your conversation. Where you feed the birds are chirping and happy to come back to you, right? When the birds are and this chirping, you enjoy this, because in the morning when we woke up, we see the birds are chirping, we give them food, but they thank them. The beautiful eyes in the sea, and they thank,
Yeah.
and they're waiting for you patiently when the food will come. This is also the unconditional love which the bond we are creating.
True.
So if you in the organization also take care of it, if you do like this unconditionally, thank them, the ripple effects will come. 10x profitability will come.
Absolutely.
So really interesting to discuss a lot of things with you. And one more before we go, because this is not the end, we are planning for moving in a different session with your connections and everything. I will be sharing with them. Plus, we are thinking, as you have mentioned, about 40 billion people, means 4 billion people you want to serve. There is called something called, we are running called We Care. We are here to hear. Okay, we are here, sitting here to hear. Okay, this is a group which which I already are there. Okay, I will be adding you in that, where people share their sorrows. Okay, they converse their problems, and those who are watching, if you have anything issues, the link will be there in the description box. You will get about the Geetha's details also in the description box, and about the link of WhatsApp. So you will get it there, and separately I will give you. You can join that group. So that if you are struggling from any problem or anything, you can come and directly mention here. There are a lot of panel members are there as well. They are always there to support you. Whenever they are having time, they're giving their answers. It's not like every time they are available. So whenever Dr. Swati is there, Swana is there, you are there, my mentor from my two friend Rahul George is there. So Meenakshi is there. A lot of people are there. All and we have oncologists and we have gynecologists also over there. So any issues, because my father is a cancer patient. So again, it reoccurs. So that's the reason I have started this from 13th of August. Those who really want to join and have a genuine problem, please go and join this WhatsApp group and get answered, because I have spoke about the gifts. This is one of the gifts. And here today I will be adding Geetha. Yes. So she will also going to help you whenever she is getting the time. She will definitely help your question answer. She will also give. And not only this, apart from it, the gifts are a lot of gifts for you also coming, and for the others are there. So this is one session free I will be giving you if you are joining. And if you have any problem, NLP hypnosis we can also help you with that. That is where if you're stuck in your life anywhere, so we'll help you. And the gratitude journaling, she is there. She will help you how to write the gratitude journaling, and definitely it will entirely change your concept, entirely change, and you will become a better version of yourself without going, because our intention, our purpose to make you stressed, but be stressed and have a happy, go long smile, right? So where that smile?
Love it.
So next, the question is: this is for this show. This is the last question, but we are planning for a long term working, because we are meeting here and there. So this is another question. This is: in what ways appreciation and compassion among colleagues reduce workplace stress, conflict, and the last question is: how can understanding and practicing gratitude leadership enhance your ability to lead and inspires others to in the office environment?
Okay. So I think I have shared a lot with respect to
Yeah,
this
sure. Yeah,
question.
if you want to sum
So
it up, no
just
problem. That also.
summarize it.
Yeah.
So basically, when we talk about how we can create more resilience, fostering a supportive environment, so we can actually, with gratitude conversations, we can reduce negativity, we can reduce gossip, unnecessary gossip, we can reduce conflicts to a great extent, because everybody would want to support each other. The kind of nurturing culture that you bring about. Many organizations, I'm also familiar with so many other organizations where they have an appreciation culture. And they, even when they recruit people, when they onboard people, they first check if they would, kind of be comfortable, or rather, they would fit into the culture that is already there. So that these are certain steps that can be taken. We always say that one bad apple can spoil the whole basket. So it's essential that what kind of energy that are you creating, are you bringing in also. So that is also very important. So gratitude concepts will really help us nurture in the most beautiful fashion, even when giving constructive feedback, as I shared earlier. And there is this organization where they regularly they reflect back on these are certain areas of improvement. That's what I try to focus on. And when I interact with organizations, we never talk about your negative points, or even in my workshops, it's never feedback. It's always how can we improve? What are the steps that we can take? And start with appreciation and then move on to, yes, see, there are things where we need to work on. So how do we work on that? And how can we um, help take our team's help to make it better? So certain steps can be encouraged in organizational setup. Now, when we talk about gratitude leadership culture itself, so it inspires and motivates us, motivates each and every member. They want, as I said, they want to work as opposed to have to work. So the first thing in the morning, they would really be gung ho about coming back to work. Won't you want to come back to a workplace where everybody is appreciative and supportive, right? You want to start off on a new venture, or start off on a new project, and you have people who are telling you, you know what, you can do this. So the many times we feel that probably we may be 1% lesser than what actually there is a requirement, but the team is supportive. They said, don't worry, we are there with you. If there's any problem, we'll be there to support you. And we know that you can do it. We trust you and we appreciate you. So the trust factor, that makes all the difference, isn't it? So that kind of a culture that we can bring about, especially in startups, it's a beautiful thing, because in startups you are just yourself and a small team. You can create that kind of a culture in your organization and grow phenomenally with respect to that, and it definitely will help you to grow. So encouraging accountability, transparency, building that kind of a trust, right? Fostering positive and inclusive environment. What kind of like many organizations, they just create these small groups, and they interact only in those small groups. So trying to bring more energy, more positive energy in it, making it bigger, and more of an open communication amongst the team members. So all these things encompass gratitude leadership, and creating that kind of a culture will definitely take us, way ahead. Like I would want to share a wonderful example here. Is a penguin. I've been to see a penguin show. Like you have these shows, right? So whale show and penguin shows where they come up and do a lot of antics, right? So they jump through a loop, and they do a lot of antics, and the trainer is there, and the trainer goes and gives them some gifts later on. So I went and spoke to them, understanding, how do they go about doing that? And they said that we appreciate whatever they do, and they want to return back to us. So trying to create that kind of, 90% of the time, what happens, even with children, they respond to us when we shout at them, when we yell at them. And we say that only shouting works or only yelling works, only then they do it. But have we tried it differently? When do we actually appreciate them when they're doing a great job? So in some way or the other, maybe we are conditioning them to, why are they doing that? They want attention. And what kind of an attention are we giving them? So if you're going to keep shouting at them, they think that I will get attention only when I'm doing something wrong. So if we appreciate them for what they're doing right, obviously they would want to do that more, isn't it? And just the same in organizations. So the more we appreciate them for what they're doing right and what they want to do better, they would want to replicate, they would want to increase, and in multitudes. And maybe that is definitely going to create that 10x effect. So individual strategies which can be implemented. And it all starts with writing gratitudes on a daily basis, because we reflect back. Once you write it in your book, end of the week, you go and reflect back. Wow, yeah, I've written this. You are absolutely right. This team member was so amazing with me. I should go back and thank you. And that will create monumental changes, absolutely phenomenal changes. It just needs to be implemented. That's all. Everything starts with, action, as you rightly pointed out. There is no try. It's either do or do not. If I need to pick this cup, I cannot keep saying that it's not going to come flying to me. It's not Harry Potter movie. It's not going to come. I have to pick the cup, and I have to drink the water or the cup of tea that you have. Only then I'll be able to enjoy it. So gratitude is just the same. I have to do it. I have to take the efforts and do it on a daily basis. And that's why I always say that it's a continuous flow of gratitude. Every day we need to fill our cup back with gratitude, and it will positively create amazing changes, positive changes in our lives. I can guarantee you that if you take the steps.
Interesting, yeah. And the better learning is happening because a lot of things, yes. When the thing is, when you just lift up the cup, it shows like, yes, we are doing it, we are able to do it, right? And we are not forcefully doing it. This is what I'm thankful to Lord or thankful to universe that I be able to do it. Yeah, it's really nice talking to you, and we are there to work with each other in the next upcoming. Already in the project, and there are a lot of upcoming projects also. We are going to plan accordingly. Because your mission is very strong, very long actually, and it has a very good depth. 40 billion women. It's not your own work now. Everybody is all here. We want to contribute in your mission, and definitely we can work all together. Because my mission is to remove unemployment. Because as you know, what exactly happened to my uncle. So we are empowering unemployed people with their own way out, so that they can also live their life in a proper way.
I think
So
our thoughts gel absolutely. We are in sync with what we are doing. So we need
yeah.
to. Is it okay if I offer a gift here? Is it okay if
Yeah.
we can?
So we can even if we are also signing off, we are going to meet offline soon, and we are going to meet in the. I'm just going to add you in the groups so that we can connect, and we want to work together. We have a discussion, and those who really want to learn from her, her details will be from in the description box. Connect with Geetha. LinkedIn details will be there, and I would request people to just to understand the formula of how to write the gratitude journaling, because there are certain ways. It is not only thankful, there are also certain ways which she can guide you best. Please connect, and we'll connect again with lots of learning, as there are a lot of things to learn. So thank you so much, Geetha, for coming and showing up and giving a wonderful insights to all the people who are watching now and later. So hope to work more with you. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Vibhushmita. Truly
Thank you so
thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of the day.